This is Reptile's box. Make sure that these are not in there. So, I'm gonna rearrange these. These cannot be. So just to be clear, this is just the first stages of our chameleon camp. He still has to get a tree that we're gonna put in there.
It already came with a tree.
These very, very well.
You like that, Mommy?
Yes, baby. So, Tommy, do you like your chameleon cap?
Yeah.
Good.
I wish I was a chameleon going in there. It would be so comfy.
Can you pass Mommy the extension cord right there?
Where?
The gray one? Right there?
No, I don't.
Just right there. The extension cord right there.
Right here?
Right there.
Right there?
Yes.
Oh. I can't take it out.
Just pull it.
Okay.
It should be just underneath the bed. No, wrong one. The other one. The other one right there. The green one.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, just pull it from underneath the bed. Alright.
The
Change
green
the
one?
angle so the folks can see what's going on now. It's still daytime, so we're going to use our day lamp just to heat up the cage. Let things
Wow,
burn.
it's so bright and it's making
This is our drip system. How exactly do we use the big dripper? Big dripper, big dripper, big dripper.
How come there's a big dripper?
Mommy, there should be some more things. This is jungle wrap. He loves this.
Yep, he always loves jumbo wraps.
I just want to be clear that we got this from the pet shop and they are 100% ethical. This set, the bare basics, cost me $198, so about $200 for including the chameleon. And that's for the cage, which was $113. The chameleon, which was about $75. And these things $12. The knickknacks. The kit comes with everything, so I strongly suggest that you buy the kit do not just buy the chameleon. Set up your kit. So that's it. This way. Just turn it this way so that our chameleon can curl up because we want him to have access. They like to sit high.
Mom,
To
what's
create a
this?
perch for him.
What's this?
Nice perch. He still needs, we just brought him home today, he still needs a lot of knickknacks. He still needs his tree. So this is a very affordable.
I wish it was a girl.
Yes, mommy does too.
And what
But
is this?
still-
What is this?
Just put it down for a moment and let me figure out what it is. Because we don't want to damage anything.
We don't want to hit anything.
Yeah.
Because of Sebastian.
Because of Sebastian. Sebastian's our puppy, by the way.
But I hate Sebastian. This is not our own family.
Okay, that's not good language to use, and I'm sure you don't hate Sebastian because you play with him every day. So I don't like that language.
Well,
No, there's no well. Please don't say that. It's inappropriate. Do you understand?
so
Did you hear what mommy said?
yes, I
Okay.
understand.
Because what will happen is we won't have any pets in this house if you don't know how to treat them. Do you understand?
Oh, okay.
There's no oh okay.
This chameleon is so hard to babysit. But we're not actually babysitting, we're watching.
And what do we know about chameleons?
We
That they don't what?
that they don't
What don't chameleons like?
like baby food.
And what else don't they like?
They do not like spinach.
What did George tell you at the pet shop today about the chameleon?
They eat cockroaches.
And they don't like to be
Starved.
they don't like to be touched.
They don't like to be touched.
So when you get your chameleon, how long did George say you let him in the tank and just feed him and don't touch him? For how long?
20 hours.
24 hours.
24 hours.
It's appropriate to let your chameleon stay in his cage for at least a week without touching him. Just feed him 3 times a day. Do not touch him. Do not cuddle him because he will go into stress and he needs time to adjust.
To stretch. Hi, camera.
Okay.
Hi again, camera. How is this so easy? Everyone knows how to build a chameleon. Mommy!
So the reason why that we have the light on is we're just trying to warm up his cage because he's about to go in there in a few minutes.
Few minutes. That's like 30 hours. Well, anyways, let me see the chameleon.
Yep. We gotta give him some time. He needs some play time to himself to adjust to his new environment.
I can play with him. I can watch him.
We can observe him. Remember, George said for the first 24 hours, we do not touch him, we just observe him.
We feed him.
Yes, we can feed him. We feed him this evening. He's already had lunch, which was pretty cool. We didn't have to feed him. Be warned, if you have a chameleon, chameleons eat live critters. So they eat crickets that jump. They eat little live critters. So if you are not comfortable with handling critters that jump and move, do not buy a chameleon. That was very clearly stated, especially for us parents who are new to reptilians and amphibians. They love live food. Okay.
That's why everyone's trying to get the chameleon instead and getting the chameleon.
I think you may have just had the coolest chameleon that they've ever seen. My daughter has a very cool chameleon. It's leopard printed. It has all kinds of little spots. He's a boy. He's a male. And he's rather mean.
He's
but
rather mean.
He loves my daughter. When we went to get him today, he was a bit bitey. And the minute my daughter went to go touch him, he just stopped. It was almost like a sign, like he needed to go home with us. He was ready to get out of the pet store.
He was just ready to get out. He was ready to get out of the pet store.
He was ready. Wasn't he, baby?
Yeah, he would say, "Go, let me go home. Take me home.
Take me home. Take me home."
Yep, so that's what a chameleon likes to say. Make sure.
Like, how can we get this inside of here? It's a bit difficult than I thought. Perhaps if we open up the hole and get this on the side.
This is gonna take forever.
I know Mommy's most worried about having the chameleon
Yeah.
in the box.
We're not getting the chameleon in the cage till we're done with all these chameleons that the chameleon came with in the box.
Okay. So we're just doing a little bit of construction here.
He has to be like. I speak like a chameleon. I speak something like an animal. Me, I need to go to the zoo because I sound like an animal. And maybe someone can buy me. And maybe someone, if no one's buying me. What I'm gonna do? It's not do something.
I am looping right now. Looping, blending, and editing, so that we can get our ring gear in here pretty swiftly. Okay, one more time.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes, this is going to be a temporary play zone for our chameleon. And you can bend these. You can bend them. They don't have to be like this, but we just want to create, this is the bare minimum. He's still, please don't do that. He is still going to need an official tree to come up so he can crawl.
Okay, let me just check it if the chameleon's okay.
Sweetheart, could you go get Mommy the bright orange tree trunk?
You go get it.
Okay.
I want to look after the chameleons. Nothing's going on with the chameleon. Hi, camera.
Alright, how does our drip system go? So right now we're gonna figure out how to use our big dripper.
Okay.
This goes inside the
I can't see
chameleon
the
cage.
chameleon.
It has to go up high.
I can't see the chameleon. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Okay.
Chameleon. 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 Chameleon.
So this goes on.
I heard that you can jump out.
This goes onto this valve.
Chameleon. Did you hear me? I heard that
I'm
you
gonna
jumped
have
out.
something that here.
I can't see the chameleon.
Okay, sweetheart, just a second. Chameleons drink rainwater, so
What? I didn't know that
we
they.
want to have a little valve.
I can't see. I can't see.
Holds up our drip
I
system
can't see him.
so that they can drink the rainwater as it drips down.
I can't see the
Which
chameleon.
is also why it's important to make sure that we have the electronic thermometer up off of the ground. That's very important.
Chameleons.
So, we want the thermometer to be up high.
Chameleon.
How can we get the thermometer to stick? I don't know. We may have to glue our thermometer or do another install. Okay. So pass mommy. Wait. I just need to find something. Can you help out for me? Because I can't see what's going on. Thank you. Thank you, princess.
Let me see the chameleon.
So
I
we're
can't
gonna
see
do the
it.
same thing. We're gonna tie our thermometer up high so that because it's electronic and our drip system is there, and we just don't want the thermometer to have a problem because there's a battery in here. It's important. I can't see. Come sit right here. It's important. You're gonna get to see the chameleon just a moment. I promise. Okay, princess?
Okay.
I promise. It's important to have everything up high for the chameleon because he lives in high trees in his natural habitat, which is a rainforest.
This is so bright.
And if you don't have everything right away, you can always add on. Just like when you buy your fish tank, you can always add on later, moms. But in total, if you're going to buy a chameleon, I would say make sure you have approximately $300. And if you go to Petco, ask them to match their price online. So if you go to the pet store, and excuse me, sweetheart, I need you to come sit over here for a moment, please. Just for a moment. Please, please. Thank you. Please sit over there for a moment. Thank you, sweetheart. Stand up. I don't want you standing on anything. Thank you. If you go to the pet store and they have this, like in New York, this is about $148. Sweetheart, stop. Thank you. Please stop. If you go to New York, this ensemble is about $300. I'm sorry. In mom mode right now. Please stop. Pass me the plastic because you cannot hear. Thank you. It's important, first of all, to make sure you secure your 5-year-old so that they are not stepping on screws, tampering with anything whilst you're trying to explain the actual price and the care and quality of a chameleon. Please do not lean on the bed. The camera is there. It's okay to be structural and assertive without being mean. So it's okay to say stop. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say take a moment and just breathe. So that's what we're doing with the 3-year-old. With the 5-year-old, we are being structural. She's a little bit upset about that. She's putting her head on the floor and her knees because she's anxious about the chameleon. But before you go rush to the store to grab a chameleon, because it is a pet that we all want and love, I suggest you take 30 days to think about it. You need about $300 in total before you get the chameleon. This inside of Petco in New York City costs about $148. If you ask them to match your price online, which means that means they just simply take their cell phone out, they look at the barcode. Where's the barcode? They look at the barcode and they say, how much does this cost online? Online, it actually costed $113. So he pulled out his cell phone and he said, well, online it's $113, in store it's $148, yeah. So I can actually give it to you for the online price in store. So make sure you remember that, Mom. That's very important, and dads, that's very important that you don't have to pay the store price if you're buying in the store. You can actually pay the online price. The kit, for ethical reasons, they will not let you leave the Petco shop without the kit. It's very important. They are very ethical. Ethical means that they do what is right, not what is financially sustainable for their company. So the kit comes with everything that you have seen here: the lights, the cage, these bars, the vines, which are bendable. You can bend them any way you like. It all comes with that. The only thing it does not come with is food. It comes with the thermometer, comes with everything. So what we're going to do now that we have a lamp for our drip system, we've got a spot. Push our lamp back as much as we can. We've got a section for our drip system, which is amazing. So I'm just trying to untangle that. And we're going to So we are going to put some REPTIBREEZE into our drip system. I suggest you use bottled water. If you don't, you can always put the conditioner in. How many drops does it say? Okay. Nani, can you pass Mommy the instruction sheet? Can you pass Mommy the instruction sheet, please? So you dust this lightly over its food, its vitamins to keep it healthy. All right. That's to assemble the cage. I suggest you keep this box if you ever need to disassemble or reassemble. This jungle vine online is $12. In the store, it's $21. He matched my price for me, so we were able to get this with $12. Okay, these things, the Eco Crate, Eco Carpet. Like bulbs. Okay. If you want to remember what bulbs you got, you can always save these. I like to save them so I can get the exact one if it goes out. So right now his cage is getting nice and hot. You check the thermometer. So when we initially put our thermometer in, it was at 222. It's now at 235. It's a little upside down, but that's all right. I can always use my hands. And then as time goes on, I'll get more vines and more sticks. When I mean this week. It's important that you try to buy the immediate necessities when you do get when you do get the chameleon, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my kid doing something she shouldn't be doing. When you do get the chameleon, because you will put them into stress. Another note, taking them to the vet. In New York City, I can only speak for New York City because I'm not sure what it costs from other states. It varies from state to state. But in New York City, it essentially costs at least $100 just to walk them in the door. That is not to treat them. When chameleons are sick, they do not get shots. They get an IV drip system. So they're very expensive if it's time to take them to the vet. And they're very sensitive animals. Okay, so what we're going to do is get some water, and then we're going to put 3 drops into here, 3 or 4 drops, and proceed. Just a moment, baby. our rainwater is already dripping, which is what I like to see. Put the top on. If you notice, there's a little hole in the top that is essentially for. Oh, it's dripping pretty quickly. Must have a lot. We are now gonna connect.
Now, Mommy, here's the picture.
Okay.
There's the picture of the chameleon.
All right. It drips pretty fast. That I was not aware of how quickly it drips. Okay.
Hey guys, so I'm at the store. So I said it was quick for the Abby and John because they were fast and they're big girls. So
Right now, not 100% comfortable with it like that. Maybe like this. I'm comfortable with that.
One's big. Look at him. Side bed. Because she's big now. Look at this for her. Now look at this crib. And side if she can lay down. I'll put a blanket over here at home. Look at this, and this, and yeah.
And when I say we are balancing this for 24 hours, we are balancing this for 24 hours. This is not a permanent situation, this balance. It's just for today.
And here we go.
Okay. And then I go down over here. Like that. Okay. It's my puppy in the background crying. So, got a lot done so far. What I would say is I need some more water. So, what I'm gonna do is spray this cap and remove it, but I will have to. He needs more water. He needs more than that. Sorry, he needs a lot more water than that. So what's going to happen now is we're going to see if these can fit through. Go through the holes. Pray they can fit through. Alright. Okay, perfect. Alright, that fits through. So we have some support. And whatnot. do have to do a little construction, but you only should have to do construction if you don't have all of the necessities. Like obviously, like I said, we try to do it on a budget today. We initially went to buy fish, and we ended up buying a chameleon. But because Petco made sure that we had all of the ethical means, food, water, a kit, conditioning for the water, they let us leave with the pet, which was the chameleon. And they made a happy home for the chameleon. We are ecstatic to have him be a part of our home. And my little person cannot wait until the week is over and she can play with him and all that good stuff. Okay. So we have our drip system in. So we're going to hold this up as tight as we possibly can. Very careful not to damage the cage, puncture any holes in it, because if you puncture holes in your cage, when it's time to feed your chameleon, the little critters will escape. They will escape. And you will be having little critters in your home and outside of the cage. So, there we go. So we have our support system. Pull through. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to tie those very tightly. Tight. Do to help support the water so that it is not feeling like it is hanging on the cage, which I don't like. I'll pull these up. A little difficult. System supposed to be sitting on these vines. we're gonna do is use these vines a little higher underneath for what we call quadruple support. So we're gonna come this way. Our drip system is dripping, which is good. Well, what we could do, instead of doing this, is another idea. We're going to swap mommy's. By the way, this is my personal idea. The pet shop did not tell me to do this. It's just me learning. You can always give me some advice down below. Please give me some advice. We are new chameleon owners. We can do that. That looks better, safer, cleaner for the cage. But we'll still pull these tightly. Do a little wrap around first. I'll still pull these up. Jump right in. It's very important that he has perch, like how a bird has a perch, something to sit up on. It's extremely important that the chameleon has a perch, something to sit up on and hide in. He likes to hide sometimes. So this, what you see, would be a perch. And put that in the tree. He is comfortable with that perch. There we go. He's going a pale color now. I just opened the cage. He's like, back up, chick. Earlier he was turning purple. You should have seen it.